The power to outsmart, to influence, and to rise above the machinations of those around you. While the strategies discussed here are rooted in historical wisdom and modern psychology, their ethical application depends entirely on your intent and context. Use them wisely. 1. Disguise your intentions. Like donning a mask at a masquerade ball, disguising your objectives helps you move smoothly and deftly through social situations by hiding who you really are and what you want to achieve. The key to this tactic is the art of deception, creating a facade that conceals your genuine intentions while presenting an image that inspires collaboration and trust. One must learn to dance subtly with words and gestures if one wants to become skilled at hiding their intentions. To communicate in a way that is both vague and persuasive, one must use language and body language with great expertise. The idea is to keep others wondering about your genuine motivations, which will prevent them from putting up a fight against your moves. A crucial strategy for masking intentions is the application of plausible deniability. You may establish a buffer zone that protects you from suspicion and examination by phrasing your behavior in a way that leaves room for different interpretations. This entails being deliberate with your word choice, allowing space for interpretation and diverting focus from your actual intentions. The development of a benign persona, a facade that emanates warmth, friendliness, and reliability, is another facet of this tactic. You can disarm and weaken prospective enemies by projecting an image of a helpful comrade or a harmless bystander. This facilitates your ability to work behind the scenes and manipulate situations to your benefit while evading detection. 2. Use selective honesty and generosity. Generosity and honesty are powerful tools in the manipulator's toolbox. When used effectively, they may diffuse even the most dubious adversaries and open the door to collaboration and obedience. To obtain desired results, they must be applied deliberately and sparingly, which is the key to their success. Selective honesty is telling some parts of the truth while keeping important details hidden. It lets you keep control over the story while giving the impression of transparency. People become more open to your influence when you establish a sense of closeness and companionship by giving just enough information to establish confidence without showing your entire hand. When used wisely, generosity can make people feel obligated and beholden to you. When you give your targets presents or favors, you are creating a psychological debt that they feel obliged to pay back. Depending on how much is wanted, this can take the form of little deeds of kindness or large acts of generosity. But the nuance and discretion of chosen honesty and generosity is what makes them effective. Overuse weakens their efficacy and erodes trust by encouraging mistrust and skepticism. 3. Play a role. When you play a role, you have to adopt a character that is specific to the requirements of the scene, just like when you put on a costume and walk onto a stage. It doesn't matter if you come across as a partner, mentor, or confidant. What matters is that you project a persona that connects with your audience and achieves the intended reaction. Being able to improvise and adjust is what it takes to play a character. It's like being a chameleon that fits in any situation. This calls for in-depth knowledge of social dynamics and human psychology, in addition to the ability to quickly change personalities. Controlling expectations and impressions is one of the main advantages of having a role. You may affect how other people see you and behave by projecting a particular image of yourself. This can be especially helpful in circumstances when credibility and trust are crucial, making it simple to create rapport and form coalitions. 4. Control the options. Being in charge of the alternatives is like being the puppet master behind the scenes. It involves making decisions so that certain results are achieved. Presenting options that have been properly selected to support your goals will allow you to direct decision-making and sway behavior without raising red flags. The key to influencing the options is mastering the framing technique, which is putting possibilities in a way that makes your decision appear most sensible or desirable. This entails using psychological cues and cognitive biases to gently guide people in the direction of the goal while preserving the appearance of autonomy and free will. The power to influence opinions and perceptions is one of the main advantages of having control over the options. You can affect how other people understand the information and make judgments by framing alternatives in a particular way. This enables you to influence talks and negotiations in your favor and can be especially helpful in instances when persuasion is necessary. 5. Play on people's need to believe. By portraying yourself as the embodiment of their goals and ambitions, you may play on people's need to believe and win their steadfast allegiance and support. It's similar to tapping into someone's deepest wants and aspirations. You might develop a commitment that defies reason and logic by conforming to their views and ideals. The art of persuasion, which involves appealing to feelings and instincts rather than intellect and reason, is fundamental to capitalizing on people's demand for belief. This entails developing a story that speaks to the viscera, arousing deep-seated feelings and impulses that demand obedience and devotion. Motivating and inspiring others is one of the main advantages of appealing to their desire for belief. You may inspire others and organize them for a shared cause by framing yourself as a visionary or a rescuer. This may be especially helpful in circumstances when charisma and leadership are crucial, since it will enable you to mobilize others and easily get over hurdles. 6. Court attention at all costs. Attention is cash in the world of manipulation. It is the currency that is used to purchase power and influence. You may influence opinions and set the parameters of interaction by taking center stage and demanding people's attention. The art of spectacle, or making a presence that is hard to ignore and difficult to resist, is the essence of attracting attention. The capacity to sculpt stories and manage information flow is one of the main advantages of courting attention. You are in a position to control what gets noticed and what is ignored if you take center stage. This gives you the ability to manage the narrative and sway public opinion, which may be especially helpful in circumstances when visibility and perception are crucial. Seeking attention proactively also offers chances and room for development. There's always a chance for more visibility and favorable reviews, which can build reputation and confidence. To get the best result, it's critical to control these factors proactively. Strike a balance between exposure and authenticity so that content, not flash, commands attention. 7. Use the art of timing. Timing is the delicate force that controls the ebb and flow of events. It is the hidden orchestrator of manipulation. Gaining proficiency in the art of time will enable you to take advantage of favorable situations and grasp chances, making your activities as effective as possible with the least amount of opposition. The key to timing is being able to both anticipate and synchronize. That is, to be able to sense life's rhythms and time your activities accordingly. Timing is very advantageous since it allows you to surprise others and sabotage their goals. When you attack when it's most advantageous, you might destabilize opponents and provide opportunities for manipulation. This can help you keep one step ahead of others in circumstances when flexibility and agility are crucial. 8. Appeal to self-interest. Human conduct is driven by self-interest. Decisions and behaviors are determined by this basic inclination. Self-interested appeals allow you to match your goals with other people's needs and interests, which will guarantee collaboration and compliance. The art of reciprocity, providing incentives and rewards that align with your target's needs and desires, is the fundamental component of appealing to self-interest. Establishing mutually beneficial connections is one of the main advantages of appealing to self-interest. Long-lasting loyalty and trust may be developed by providing value and establishing win-win situations. This enables you to cultivate relationships that have long-term advantages, which may be especially helpful in circumstances when cooperation and collaboration are required. 9. Create a sense of urgency and scarcity. Two factors that propel action and shape behavior are scarcity and urgency. Your goals will be prioritized and vigorously pursued if you can inspire people to act swiftly and decisively by evoking a feeling of urgency and scarcity. The capacity to gather support and mobilize resources is one of the main advantages of urgency and shortage. You may inspire others to take action and create momentum that will help you reach your objectives by emphasizing how scarce what you have to give is. This may be especially helpful when time is of the matter, enabling you to take advantage of momentous possibilities and easily overcome challenges. Opportunities are presented by urgency and shortage, but there are drawbacks as well. 10. Isolate and target weaknesses. Human nature's Achilles heel is its weakness. These are the openings that might be used to one's advantage. You may weaken opponents' defenses and undermine them by identifying and focusing on their vulnerabilities. This will ensure that your moves encounter as little opposition as possible. Finding vulnerabilities and creating plans to exploit them is the art of strategy, which is the core of focusing on weaknesses. Gaining leverage and control is one of the main advantages of focusing on vulnerabilities. By taking advantage of weaknesses, you may apply pressure and sway results to your advantage. When power dynamics are a moving target, this may be very helpful because it helps you tip the odds in your favor and win. There are hazards associated with focusing on flaws, as well as ethical problems. There is always a chance of going too far and hurting someone, which can have long-term effects. Using authority wisely is crucial, meaning that weaknesses should be handled with kindness and understanding rather than being taken advantage of for one's own benefit. Despite their effectiveness, these tactics raise ethical questions. It's critical to utilize them sensibly and ethically, making sure they promote sincere connections and serve shared goals, rather than being used as a tool for self-interested manipulation. By developing these abilities, one may accomplish goals with grace and empathy and successfully negotiate challenging social environments. If you have found this video useful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.